Hey everybody, it is another week of so many comics. In fact, this month we get a whole extra week because there are 5 Wednesdays this month.
5th week!
That's right! So that means we just have more things to bring you, and more things that you know you need in your life. Once again, we've kicked the old man out. He's been fired, he's gone again. If we paid him, we would fire him, but we can't. So, we don't, so we can't. Anyway, to start off, I am going to bring you a new one from Eric Powell, Hillbilly Trade. This is new from his Albatross Press, which has been putting out this and Spook House, which is a great all-ages horror book. But it's really, really cool to see Eric Powell draw other things that are not Goon. I love the Goon, but, you know, he's done a lot of Goon. And this is a Appalachian fantasy that tells the story of Rondell, who is kind of a weird folk hero to this grim kind of fairy tale world that he lives in. So it's got a lot of overtones of like Western, kind of gunslinger stuff. There's a guy who looks suspiciously like the Buzzard from the Goon, but there's real like outdoorsy vibe, lots of cool occult kind of magic-y stuff, fairy tale, folk tale. But this is the first, I want to say 5 issues, 4 issues, plus an exclusive Comixology story by Eric Powell that only appeared there. But this is really, really a lot of fun and just gorgeously, gorgeously drawn.
So because I can't help but let my unhealthy obsession with wrestling bleed into every aspect of my life, right. I'm here to bring you the WrestleMania 2017 special from Boom Studios.
Just in time for WrestleMania.
Right? This weekend! And while the actual WrestleMania card is a little bit underwhelming, this special is not. Boom has been doing a really good job with their ongoing series for WWE.
Yeah.
Sort of repackaging the storylines from the last couple of years to get people up to speed, while this takes on a few stories of past WrestleManias. You've got the epic ladder match between Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels in the beginning. That's drawn by Jorge Corona. You've got the story of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn's friendship through from their childhood all the way through their huge rivalry in WWE last year. That's drawn by Andy Belanger of Southern Cross, that's the one, who also had a really cool heavy metal story recently. We've got a New Day story by Rob Guillory, there's a Daniel Bryan story in here, and then you got Dan Mora, who did the original Then, Now, Forever one-shot for Boom Studios, doing the story of Triple H and Chris Jericho's WrestleMania feud, which also features Stephanie McMahon being a horrible, horrible person, as usual.
I can only assume that she's probably really a horrible person. But...
Well, all of the McMahons, they're all murderers. Yeah. They're like mafia, carny, like...
Right?
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything else, because they're probably already sending Pat Patterson to kill me.
I know, right?
Sergeant
Slaughter is going to take care of your body.
Oh, God.
I got another new book, a graphic novel for you. This is a big release from Dark Horse Comics, Black Hammer by Jeff Lemire, Dean Ormston, and Dave Stewart. This is a story about superheroes who were wiped out in a multiversal crisis, and they now live as forgotten heroes, live as a dysfunctional family in a mysterious farm town, or in a mysterious farm in a small town which they can't escape. So it's this very weird, like, limbo existence, because, you know, what happens to all the heroes and all the limbo people that, you know, get wiped out by these constant reboots and stuff. And so Jeff Lemire has teamed with Dean Ormston to really delve deep into the underbelly of the forgotten and of the weird and of the bizarre. And it's really something special. It's something very strange. Dean Ormston has very unique art that really illustrates kind of the uncanniness of this all. And just remembering that all of these people, you know, all these characters get created and then they have to live. And if they don't sell, then they have to go live at the bottom of the limbo world. And this is not as exciting as Grant Morrison had made it out to be. There's no big giant guns and revolution in this one. This one is just kind of strange farmness and like, oh, we have cows and we need to eat and I have weird powers. I don't know how to deal with this. And there's a bunch of really cool backup stuff in here, lots of sketches, and some great Who's Who style biographies of the characters.
Yeah, those are really neat.
Yeah.
Like, you were flipping through that and I was like, oh, which DC trader are you talking about this week?
Yeah.
And speaking of that company, we're not talking about the distinguished competition. This is Marvel, baby, right here. We got the big relaunches for Resurrection here. We got Inhumans Prime, X-Men Prime, both of them written by the main writers for the franchises. We got Greg Pak, Cullen Bunn, and Mark Guggenheim over here, drawn by Ken Lashley and Leonard Kirk. And then over on the Inhuman side of things, we got Al Ewan running the show, and Ryan Sook is drawing the majority of this issue with a bit of an art assist by, Chris Allen, who I do not know of, but he does a not bad job following Ryan Sook, considering the task there.
Right. I like how it takes one person to write the Inhumans and 3 to write the X-Men.
Well, yeah, I mean, Inhumans, sure, they've been around since the 60s, but they've only had, maybe 4% of the stories that X-Men have had in that time. Yeah. It's insane. Yeah.
A great cover by John Boy Myers.
Yeah, really looking forward to that Royals series.
And continuing on the Make Mine Marvel bandwagon here, we have the last issue of Black Widow. This has been Mark Waid and Chris Samnee's follow-up, follow-up epic to their Daredevil run, which was equally amazing. But they are taking Natasha Romanoff, who is one of the greatest spies in the Marvel Universe, on a serious, vicious run through her past and into the new Red Room, and in the process, the first issue, she makes S.H.I.E.L.D., she becomes S.H.I.E.L.D. enemy #1, and has basically been running since then. She went to the moon, had a bit of a hangout with Bucky, or Winter Soldier, or whatever at this point, but the sequential storytelling in this, Chris Samnee is just a friggin' master. He's so good, and Mark Waid really complements it extremely well. I'm very sad to see this end and get wrapped up into Secret Empire or whatever, but this is a great book for anybody wanting just some good espionage superhero stuff that isn't tied into a lot of other things. 12 whole issues by the same 2 people, or 3 if you count the colorist, with no tie-ins. That's unheard of
right?
These days. From Marvel? Come on, it must not have made any money.
I feel like they tried to tie it into Civil War 2, and then they were kind of like,
yeah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, that's not going to fly.
Yeah, no, this is, so a very great send-off here. Very, very excited.
And I actually have some Black Ops superheroes for you as well. There's a new annual out this week featuring the Suicide Squad, along with possibly the strangest members to ever join the team. Because, the Suicide Squad has had a lot of weirdos on the team.
They really have. They hit the bucket of D-level ass bad guys, alright?
Yeah, it's not all Deadshots and Harley Quinns.
No.
And in this issue, they're actually joined by the Banana Splits.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hanna-Barbera, the Banana Splits.
Yeah, Hanna-Barbera anthropomorphic animal band. Who has been rounded up, thrown into jail, where they were mistaken as metahumans, and forced to join the Suicide Squad when Rick Flag is captured by a seeming legion of small psychic girls, sort of like the Village of the Damned, one of my favorite movies, both the old one and the 90s one with Kirstie Alley. Weird
Really?
movie. Yeah, Kirstie Alley basically plays Scully. It was really strange.
Okay.
But this has awesome art by Ben Caldwell, who doesn't do enough. Yeah, no, he really doesn't, but he's actually one of the best fits for these sort of Hanna-Barbera DC crossovers, because he really has such a cartoony style that he can really vary. When it's colored flat like this, it just suits itself perfectly to the subject material. And also you get to see an elephant with a massive grenade launcher.
I mean, how unfortunate to get thrown in Bell Rev.
Yeah, right? This has also got a backup story by Mark Russell and Howard Porter about Snagglepuss as a former theater actor and current playwright. Who I think is going to get a title in the second wave of Hanna-Barbera books, but I'm not entirely sure. There's also a Space Ghost Green Lantern crossover, a Booster Gold Flintstones crossover, and then a couple others. Yeah,
Adam Strange Future Quest. So those are the 4 that are coming out this week. Not wrapping up, but tying into all the Hanna-Barbera stuff that DC has been doing. That's actually been really quite cool.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I've been digging it. And my last pick for the week is a huge return. Black Mask brings you Fabian Rangel Jr.'s and Alexis Zarit's Space Riders. That's right, Galaxy of Brutality. If your mind was not blown from the first one, or if you're unaware of the psychedelic awesomeness that is Lexus Surrit, you better learn yourself and get this first issue. Make sure you have some supplies for you and your buddies as you read this. But dear God, is this insanely psychedelic. I don't even know how they're going to follow up the last series. I mean, I don't even really know too much if there was like that heavy of a storyline. He was kind of space marine kind of captain, was looking for his father, and generally causing a muck through space and fighting space Vikings, which, you know, are always awesome.
Bikers.
That's right.
Viking bikers in space.
They had giant bikes and stuff. It was really quite amazing.
And their bikes may or may not combine into a robot in this one.
But yeah, there's like three-eyed pyramids and weird baboon mystical creatures and time-hopping whatevers. But holy crap on a stick, this is probably the most psychedelic book of the week, for sure. Probably of the month.
There's a lot going on.
There really is.
And speaking of a lot going on, Archie really just... There are no brakes on the train that they're riding right now.
No.
Between the Murder Archie Twin Peaks TV series, Afterlife with Archie...
Murder Archie.
all of the weird ongoing series that they're doing that are somehow... It's still so surreal to me that, like, those are the main Archie books right now.
I know.
They decided that zombies were not enough. They decided witches were not enough. Murder is not enough. We've got to have the hunger. Jughead, yes, becomes a werewolf.
And who better?
Really, though. Like, dude, if he can scarf down people the way he can burgers, the population in Riverdale is going down in no time flat.
I mean, look at this opening sequence is
It's terrifying. Ms. Grundy gets her head cut off. Like,
just page one.
You thought it was disrespectful having Archie bang her in the TV series? Nope. We're just gonna, like, cut off her head in 2 pages. This is written by Frank Thierry, drawn by Michael Walsh, who's doing some of the best work of his career.
This is really good.
Yeah, really beautiful, with a cover by Francesco Francavilla, doing also some of his best work of late here.
Yeah.
This is just super moody, super good, and it's even funny, too. Wow, look at that.
I know.
Best of both worlds.
It's crazy. Archie is probably the most progressive comic book publisher these days, and they've just been doing some crazy crap. More or less,
Yeah, they're pretty awesome.
They're pretty good. And I think that's about it. Kind of a quick and short one this week. Thank you all for watching, and come in and get your comic books. See you guys.